Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be working out in the front today, and we are going to be planting our new privacy hedge, which I am so excited about. I have been wanting to do this for like 2 years, I think, and I don't know why it's taking so long. We kept going back and forth on what we were going to do, and then we had a friend come over, Gene, and he was like, instead of doing the fence out here, why don't you guys do a green screen? And I'm like, you're right, I think we should do that. This is the area that we're going to be planting up today. You can see that our neighbors extended their driveway and it comes right up, well, it kind of buds up right against our property line. And the only thing is my office / studio is right behind these windows here. And so when I sit down or when I open the window, this is the view that I have of their cars. And it's just not something that I love, to be honest. It's something that's been like bothering me for a really long time. I just love to have the view of the garden and more green things than just having the car right by our property line. So originally we were going to bring out the fence, but almost do like panels out here when we eventually change it out our fence. But because that project might take a little bit more for us to budget for, we thought, well, why don't we do like a green screen? And I wasn't sure about it at first, but it was my friend Gene that suggested it as well. And I was like, we've been thinking about it, but I think his affirmation really pushed us to go ahead and do it. Now, while I typically like to have a mixed hedge because it adds a lot of texture and diversity, this area here is calling for some uniformity. So I thought clean lines, privacy, and winter structure. That is why we chose to go with this beautiful Arborvitae. This is the Groot's Spire Arborvitae. Let me see if I can find another tag. Here we go. We got these from Isley, and I'm very excited to have these. We actually saw some of these in their display garden, and they are stunning. I'll be honest, I am not an Arborvitae girl, but this one speaks to me. This Arborvitae is perfect for narrow spaces and for hedging. This one is going to have more of a narrow upright growth habit. It can grow 6 to 12 inches per year. The garden size is 15 feet tall by 3 feet wide, and it's hardy down to minus 40 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and it will also require full sun. These are going to be a perfect backdrop for any sort of hedging or perennial bed that you want to plant in front of it. You can do hydrangeas, you can do grasses. There's so many things that you can do, and because that area is going to be a little bit more narrow, I'm thinking we will still plant some things in front of it, just not right away, because we are going to be restructuring the whole lawn line probably in the springtime. So this is going to be kind of like that first step to that garden project that we have coming up. The great things about Arborvitaes is that they give an instant vertical lift. They stay green year round, and they create a softer, more natural screen than a fence would. So that's why when we were selecting what plant material to go there, we really wanted something that has like a soft texture. There's also Taylor Arborvitae, which is also very beautiful. They didn't have that one. That was our first pick. But this one is just so nice and tight, but it still has this soft texture. It almost reminds me of a hinoki, just with those feathering. So I think this is going to be the perfect choice for that space. Now the length of this is about 22 feet long, so we got enough just to plant them right next to each other. You can actually get away with planting them 1 to 2 feet closer than you normally would if you want a faster hedge. However, you don't want to plant them so close that they're going to be competing with one another. Because these are going to get about 3 feet wide, we're going to really focus on the spacing, and because they already are kind of full, I don't feel the need to bring them right up against each other like I would if they were smaller or if they were something a little bit more narrow, if that makes sense. Now you can plant them slightly in a zigzag pattern. That will give your hedge a fuller look quickly. However, because we are working with more of a narrow space, I really want to do like a nice straight line. Again, that is going to be a backdrop for something that we can potentially plant in front of them without making the entryway into our backyard feel so tight. So I'm going to really focus on that straight line. But if you have more playroom, I would recommend just doing a little bit more of a zigzag pattern, because again, it's going to create a little bit more interest and a little bit more depth when you're planting a hedge like this. So we are going to have to go ahead and remove some of this grass here, and eventually, so once we have the hedge planted, we can talk a little bit about the future design of this path, which is going to kind of wind in this way. So again, we're having that beautiful backdrop as our entry into our backyard. So first things first, I think we're going to remove the grass. Sergey just came out, so I'm happy he's going to be helping me. Because I don't think
I just came out to tell you that I'm going back in.
you're not here for moral support.
Not moral support, physical support.
No support.
Support is canceled.
Support is canceled. We've had a very long week, but I'm very happy to get this done today. So we were going to go ahead and just remove the grass with a shovel, which hopefully it's not going to be too bad because do you think it's going to be bad?
I have a different plan.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us or do you just want to start?
Sure. Let me take this.
Okay.
They get 3 feet wide, right?
Yeah.
So about like this, right? They're going to be planted right here in the middle. Mm-hmm. What I'm thinking is first I'm going to just take the lawnmower like twice through just to get the grass down low.
Okay.
I want to get like a 2x4,
mm-hmm.
lay it straight so we get our mark. And I'm going to come in with a weed whacker and I'm going to just skim the grass out. We're not going to rent the tool like we did last time.
Mm-hmm.
And even doing it by shovel, it's going to be rough, I think.
I think so.
So I'm going to just shave that grass out.
Shave it all the way down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe what we can do is like, we have cardboard, we have a lot of like that thick painter's paper.
Oh.
So what we can do is like when we drill the holes, auger the holes, I mean, we will, before dropping in the plants, we're gonna stretch out the painter's paper.
Okay.
And that's gonna be our weed suppression.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay. I think it'll be much quicker.
Okay.
We're not gonna break our back.
Right.
It's gonna be super, super neat.
Okay. My question is though, are we gonna get any compost to put on top or how do we want to deal with that?
So how high of a little berm are we creating?
Okay, so that is the other thing. We always typically plant our trees a couple of inches higher just because they will eventually settle. And by planting them a little bit higher, it can also help prevent root rot, especially because we're here in the Pacific Northwest and everything is really wet for us. So I'm thinking, because we do want to create a little bit of a berm, we're really not going to have to drill deep.
Okay, you're going to have to drill maybe a little deeper here.
Right, over there, because that's higher.
Here, I don't think you're going to be drilling at all.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you think just like what we did with the island, put it in and then top dress it?
Obviously, because you're not going to have... Okay, are you going to have the hedge straight or are you going to have the hedge sloping down?
No, I want it... Yeah, that is another good point because this slopes down...
A lot.
Yes, you have to account for that height difference.
And in full disclosure, I didn't want to do the video today because exactly for that reason. You didn't think that far through.
No, I didn't.
So that will require stretching out some
string
and just being very careful with your auger.
Right.
So you have a tape measure.
Yeah. So Sergey's right. That is going to require a little bit more time. So we're going to start out first by measuring everything, and then he's going to come in and cut everything low.
Okay. So I know there's a lot of little things we need to consider.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just clear this area out quickly, and then you are going to go in with the auger.
Okay.
And because remember, we don't need to mount anything up right now. We just need to make sure that they are positioned and they look straight, uniform, everything.
Right. And I can move. I got the little cart, so I can move them over here by myself.
And then while you are dropping them in, I can go get the soil.
All right. So for measuring 3 feet, this is about 3 feet, right? Or this is 3 feet right there. So I think like where your foot is.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Will be like the trunk, the center.
18 inches.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That way you have exactly 1.5 feet on each side.
Yeah.
But so here's one thing to consider, right?
Yep.
You're going to plant it right here. The root ball is about yay big, okay?
Yeah.
The mound. You don't want the mound to be a drop-off, right? So
like you want a gradual slope?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm just what I'm saying is you can bring it in as tight as you want, but I should probably go over 8 more inches of removing soil.
Yeah.
Whether you fill it or you don't, that's up to you.
Okay.
I think. But at least we don't have like ugly grass popping through the edges.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. No. Can you give me like 8 more inches out?
Okay.
And then just like mark it with your foot.
Okay.
So for reference.
Okay.
Okay, got the line drawn. I'm gonna come in and now start removing the grass.
Mm-hmm.
I hope nobody laughs at me, because I'm sure there's a better, neater, more accurate way of doing this, but to me, it's like, I wanna weed whack a straight line. I wanna, but if I put a string down, I'm gonna hit the string, tangle up. Just like, I don't know, seems practical, so don't judge, don't judge.
I'm sure the guys are like, oh, Sergey. No, I'm kidding.
Hey. As you can tell, it made quite a bit of a mess. I'm gonna leave blow everything, clean it up a bit, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I don't know. Messier than I hoped for. We did our best, okay? I said it got dirty. We blew it, raked it.
I think it looks great.
It's fine.
Yeah.
At least we're not like suffocating the grass, you know?
Right.
We kind of removed as much as we can without making even a bigger mess.
Yeah.
But so what I'm thinking right now is we're gonna just find our starting point, right? And because they grow 3 feet wide, that means 1.5 feet on each side, which means they're 3 feet apart. So we'll drill the pilot hole, the first one, and then from there,
just
3 feet, 3 feet, 3 feet, 3 feet, all the way back.
Okay.
And I think what we'll do is, because I do have to get going, I'll help you measure, and you'll do the first like pilot.
Yeah.
And then you'll come back and deepen it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna get the auger.
Okay.
We probably need the big one, right?
I don't know. Actually, I think I can handle it with the smaller drill.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
Come on, bigger.
You're funny.
Oh.
Tim Allen.
Home Improvement has been on Netflix, and so that's what we've been watching. It's kind of like nostalgia.
Yeah. That show is so old, but it's so good. I bet we're gonna have to cut these out. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Nope.
Can you kick it?
Like kick it in?
Yeah. Oh, come on. I thought it was going to be a hard kick.
Hold on, just step on it.
Wait, watch out. Grab it again.
Nope. I think we should do that. Holy cow.
I think one is enough.
Yeah, it made a huge difference. You know, it's funny because I feel like the OCD in us, we're gonna become like Edward Scissorhand. We're gonna be out here every day.
Well, I want to come in here and I want to pull out all of these dead things from the center.
Oh, we should do that before we put in the compost.
Yeah,
So it'll be nice and neat, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot and it'll be nice for it to breathe.
Yeah. Does it look good from the neighbor's side?
I think so.
Okay, I want to make sure it looks good from their side too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks perfect. So now I'm just gonna backfill this with native soil. That way the roots run into the native soil and they don't stay trapped in like a fluffy mix. However, we will come in and top everything off with compost, just not today. And then make sure to water everything in nice and deep. With brand new hedges, you need slow, deep watering the first year. So I prefer to really soak them in. Eventually we'll probably run drip to each one of these, but just that first year is usually the most critical in terms of watering them on a consistent basis. This is so sloppy. This is not the finished product though. All right, guys, we got it done. I am so happy. It's not all the way done, but I'm so happy that we got them all planted up. I'll tell you what, these suckers are heavy, like super, super dense and super, super heavy. Sergey had to step out while we were working because he had a really important call he couldn't miss. And he was like, just wait for me and we'll come back and we'll do it together. And I was like, But I am the most stubborn person ever. And I don't, wait, I don't shy away from hard work.
No, it's funny, like before I left, I brought I think four trees over here.
3, 4? I don't know.
Well, we had one on the ground and 3
ready to go.
3 more. And I'm like, okay, that's more than enough. And I come out and there's like, she's got almost all of them except 2 in the ground.
Yep.
And I was like, what happened?
Our whole plan was to be out here earlier, but you know, just things come up during the day and sometimes you just can't get away from it. But we are gonna come back and do a mix of like a compost and garden soil just because we want to make sure that we reinforce them, especially because the ones closer to the fence are not deep, because we wanted to make sure that everything is nice and leveled. So that is one thing that our arborist taught us, Eduardo, when we were planting the tree island. He actually just set out the trees. I remember we set out the trees and then we planted, or we didn't even dig them, right? We didn't even dig them in. We just planted them on the top soil.
I think he loosened the soil up just to give it, you know,
a little like a wedge.
Yeah.
Right. And then we brought in a bunch of soil and mounded it up, and he's like, yeah, this is something that you can do. And I was like, oh, that's great. So same concept here. Again, we will just reinforce it. We don't want to use full compost just because it tends to be a little bit looser, and we want something that's going to be a little bit denser. So there's a really good like compost garden soil mix that we're going to be bringing in, and we'll do that in bulk. So these will then grow in together. Now, our whole idea, Sergey and I were talking, this looks just like a hedge, right? I mean, this is what it is. It's a hedge. It's going to provide privacy. It's going to be a beautiful green screen, especially when everything starts touching together. But the idea is not just to leave it a hedge. We would like to come in right in the front and just plant, oh gosh, I don't know, we can maybe do some ornamental grasses. Like I said, hydrangeas will probably be way too tight for this space. But eventually, let me just step back. Eventually, what we would like to do is remove some of the grass here near the sidewalk, and then kind of create the same curve that we have in this bed over here. So this grass is almost going to act as a walkway, which means this space here then becomes an extension of this hedge. So just imagine like it curve, curve, curve. And then that gives us a little bit of a planting bed, a new flower bed right over here. And then we can plant all the way here and then to the driveway, and same thing on the other side as well. So this is, again, phase 1, I think, of what we would like to improve. And now the cool thing is, if I just step this way, now because we have the screen here, it creates a new garden feel. I don't know how to, like, it almost feels like cozy, and there's like a surprise right behind those gates, which again, it leads into our backyard. So it feels, I don't know, I guess cozier. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't know about cozier, but it's inviting.
And yeah,
it kind of tells you walk this way, because before it was kind of open. You don't know where it begins, ends, where the line is. But now it's just kind of like, okay, I need to go that direction.
Right. So like a guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially when I know we're gonna like extend it a little bit. I was thinking like dropping in just bigger stone, kind of like that, but just big.
Interesting. Okay.
That way you have a little guide.
Okay.
I can't imagine there being too much grass.
Right.
Here.
Right. I think it's going to be like a
She's
pretty...
slowly taking my grass away.
For the better good.
One of these days she's going to wake up and I'm going to like just go buy a random acre somewhere just so I can mow.
Just so you can go mow it. That's
you get on like Google Maps and you're going to see a satellite view, the greenest patch of grass ever.
And it's going to be Sergey's his 1 acre of grass that he can mow every day. I love it. I also went ahead and used Biotone in each hole, and I removed a little bit of the bottom roots and that bark that was in the container. It was very easy to do, not all of it, just a little bit, just to make it a little bit easier to move. And plus, every time we were moving it, that bark was starting to fall off. I can tell it was the ball and burlap tree. So we just removed a little bit of it, not on all of them, just some of them that were really like kind of loose and easy to just remove. And then again, we will stay on top of watering it. If you're not going to add drip, you do want to make sure that you stay on top of watering. So either hand water, or you can get like a soaker hose, like HoseLink actually has a really good soaker hose. So you can do that. Let's see. But other than that, again, these are going to get full sun. We'll make sure to keep them nice and pruned and tight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have this hedge. You guys have no idea how much this is going to improve our view. It feels like it's added another layer of privacy and also structure in our garden. Like Sergey said, it just provides a guide a little bit. And we're not just going to have a hedge, right? We're going to be planting things around it. So that's how we can get away with design and not just planting a hedge of something, which you can do too. I mean, that's perfectly fine. That's what they're there for. But I just never thought I'd be a girl who would like an Arborvitae hedge. I really never thought that would be me. But now I'm like, I get it. I love it. I love it so much. Anyways, I'm going to get ready because I'm going to go see my little brother. We actually just picked him up from the airport yesterday and surprised my mom. My mom hasn't seen him in actually, how many years? It's been a while because he was playing basketball on a scholarship, and then mom couldn't travel because she was waiting for her visa. So all of these things kept like just preventing us from all being together. And my older brother is coming from Scotland, which I'm so excited about. I don't think me and my brothers have been together at the same time in over 15 years. Like, it's been so long because we all live in different areas. So anyways, my little brother's here. We surprised my mom yesterday. She had no idea he was coming yesterday. And so we're gonna go spend some time with him. I just miss him so much. So you guys will probably see him at some point because I need to teach him everything about gardening because I feel like it's time. Like what is he, 25? And I feel like that's the perfect age to start. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm so sad that we didn't get to fully complete it, but I hope you get the vision. And then we'll make sure to show you guys everything that we do when we pick up the soil. So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today in our garden, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye-bye.